What if your community could unlock premium content just by engaging? Imagine letting them earn access to your top courses without spending a dime. Today, I'm going to show you how to set up a rewards claim using Social Connector that can give your community exclusive access to things in Skool like courses, just like I do with Dunk Rewards. This is a powerful strategy that you could use in your own community to increase loyalty and interaction. Again, I am Dunk, and I love showing you different ways to make passive income online, and one of my favorite ways is gamifying a community, and I love using the tool Social Connector to do that. If you are just getting started with Social Connector, you could follow along by grabbing the tool at getsocialconnector.com. Now, there are 3 different tools that we're going to be using today: Social Connector, which I just mentioned, as well as Zapier, and then we are also going to be using Skool. If you're just learning about Social Connector, I have a lot of other content showing you how to use Social Connector, how to use it to gamify your community. And one of my favorite things about it is you're not tied down to one platform. You could do this on so many platforms because the way that Social Connector works is everything is linked through Zapier. So if somebody can do something on one side and trigger a zap, you can give them a reward. And then anything that they could claim a reward, they could trigger a zap, can give them a reward. And as they collect their rewards points, they're going to be able to redeem them for different perks, like this example right here. So let's jump into my test account over at Skool. If you don't have a Skool account yet and you haven't started your Skool community, you can go ahead and do that at skool101.com. That is my affiliate link. And if you do go through it, it does help support the channel and allows me to make more videos like this to help you make more money with passive income. Now, if I go over here to Classroom, I have this one right here. It's just a test that I uploaded. So just open that. You can see that I just created a test. This is a course that I put in there. If you go to this right now and it's still there, do not buy it. It will just cost you $10. But now I could establish different price points. Say, call this $10, but you get them to have the different points and they're going to be able to unlock these courses just by using your rewards program. So let's go through all the different little steps in order to get this set up. So first off, I am going to make sure that I have a reward for them to claim. Once your Social Connector account is set up, they are going to give you this entire website, this panel for you to go through and manage your entire rewards program. And again, there's just dashboards, rewards desk, your members, and different segments. So a bunch of ways to gamify, but right now we're going to look at rewards desk. And I have that one active one that I showed you, the AI stock footage, and there's a couple other ones that are not active. And there's this one, test, do not buy. I'm just going to activate it, but if I wanted to create one from scratch, I just click create reward, give it a title, give it a description, a photo, the amount that I want to charge. So if I wanted to charge 100 of my rewards points, I would do that. If I wanted to say 1,000 or 10,000 people collect these rewards points, and then they can claim a one-on-one coaching session, whatever you're using this for. Use your imagination. Then you could also limit how many times they could claim it. Maybe it's something you only want them to claim once. Maybe they could claim it twice. Maybe this is a course like we're demonstrating right here, and I don't want them to have to buy the course over and over again, because once they buy it, it unlocks it in Skool, and they're not going to have to buy it again. And the next, there is a success URL. You could put whatever you want in here. What I would probably do is I would go over to the course, and then I would grab the course. And it is empty right now because I'm just testing it, but I grabbed a link that's at the top, and then you can just drop that link right in there. When they redeem this reward, it's just going to send them directly to the course. You could also have a message pop up below. Now we have reward status. I could say active, inactive, like on the previous page where you saw some had the green dots and the red dots. If they're green, that means they're active and they show up on this page right here. This is an active one, and if it's inactive, it will disappear from this page. You could add people to a segment. There's a whole bunch of ways that you could gamify segments. You could say if somebody buys this course, it's going to unlock some other course that they're going to be able to buy. You could even say if they're in a segment, they could buy at a discount. It's a really cool way to gamify getting people to do things, because if they don't do this one thing, they're not in the segment and they're not going to be able to claim the perk. I'm just going to go back over to this test, don't buy one, and I'm just going to add that link in just so you could see what that looks like. Had a YouTube video there. I'm just going to replace it with that link to that classroom. If I want to modify anything, I could just modify it on this page. Hit update page. And now when they complete that, it would send them directly to that course. And if you're getting value from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really does help more creators find these videos so they could level up their communities and start making more passive income online. Now we have our test, and let's just go ahead and turn that on. Again, I'm going to switch this from inactive to active, update it one more time, and now it is active. If I go back to my rewards page, hit refresh, it will now show up on my page. And I'm just testing it with just one Dunk reward. Now let's get this all connected. On the Skool side, it's pretty straightforward. You're just going to create a course. I'll just show you a quick example of how to do that. You click course, and you're going to give it a name, writing test, but just know that those are the name and the description. You're going to want to make it a buy now course. You can create a cover photo as well. I just do this with Canva. It's super simple. Once that's done, you'd want to make sure it's published and hit add, and then you'd have your course ready to go. But again, I already have one set up, so I'm just going to show you this one. I've created my course. Again, this is not a deep dive into how to make a course in Skool, but it is showing you how you could unlock something using Social Connector. I have my course. It's just called Test. Now, our next step is creating a flow like this, where we create a trigger in Social Connector, which triggers the reward, and then we deliver the reward in Skool. I'm just going to start from scratch so you can see everything from beginning to end. I'm going to go here where it says Trigger in Zapier, and then I'm going to search for Social Connector. Just keep in mind that Social Connector is invite only, and you're going to need to be invited to use Social Connector once you sign up to use Social Connector at getsocialconnector.com. But here we have Social Connector right here, invite only. Perfect. Now, even though trigger event is the next one, if this is your first time, you're going to want to either select or log into your account. I have two different Social Connector accounts, but I use this one for Dunk Rewards. If you are adding yours for the first time, you can click it right here, and you would need to add in the API. So I'm going to click Social Connector, and now it says Social Connector and my S-Dunk account, which is my Dunk Rewards account that I have. Now we go to Trigger Event, and I'm going to scroll down. There's a whole bunch of different events that could be triggered right here, but I'm going to click New User Redeemed Reward. All right, so now we have Social Connector, New User Redeemed Reward, and we have signed into our Social Connector account in Zapier, and now we're going to hit Continue. Now we wanted to say which offer we want to redeem, so I'm going to click Choose Value, and we have the two different options. There's AI stock footage, and then there was the test, which is the one that we're actually testing. So I'm going to click the test do not buy, and now we're going to click Continue. Now, to test the trigger, you're going to need to actually do what I'm about to do to make sure that it works. Now I am back over here, and I'm going to spend 1 Dunk Reward to test this trigger. Hit Redeem Offer. It says it's going to cost 1 Dunk Reward, but remember, I am not connected to Skool yet, so I'm not going to get the course. This is just me testing it. So what this does at this stage is it takes the email address that I signed up for Social Connector with, and it is going to send it to Zapier whenever somebody buys this. And that's actually a really important step, and you're going to need to communicate this part to your community. So I'm going to hit confirm, and now it says success. It just says test message, and hit OK. It sent me directly to that confirmation. And again, it has not unlocked this yet. Now we are back over in Zapier, and I can click test trigger, and it found 1 record, which was the test that we ran. And this is the reason that you need to run this test. And if you click right here, it's going to show you a bunch of information about your transaction. Most of this stuff you don't need to pay attention to. The only thing that you really need to focus on is right here where it says email, because this is what's going to unlock your course in Skool. Once you've double checked that, click continue with selected record. And now we get to go on to the next step, which is Skool. So we're going to search for Skool. And again, you are going to need to connect your Skool account with Zapier. They have an API that you just copy and paste and do the connection, and you are good to go. You're going to select the app Skool right here. You're going to connect your Skool account right here and make sure that you are logged into the right API. Then we are going to click our action event. And there's really only 2 things. Invite a member to a group, or you could unlock a course for a specific member in your group. And this is a completely different video, but if you did want to use this same exact strategy to just give people access to your entire community, then they could do that too. All you need to do is click invite member instead of unlock a course. But today we are unlocking a course. All right, so that's all set up, and we are going to click continue. So in the next tab, we need to fill in these. We have email address and course. Now, to get our email address, we're going to click this little plus button. The same information that was on that card that we got in Social Connector when somebody filled in the form, it is also going to show up right here. And what we need is this one that says email. So we're going to click email, and then under course, we're going to click course, and I'm just going to click test because that is the course that we're unlocking. If you wanted to unlock multiple courses, you could always just select more than one, and it would unlock more than one course. All right, now we are going to click continue. And on this page, we just have to finalize and test everything. All you need to do is hit test step. At this point, it should send that email address to Social Connector. And then as long as they used the same email address in Social Connector and Skool, it's going to unlock a community for them. Just keep in mind that if they use a different email address on both platforms, this isn't going to work, and you're going to have to let them know that they should use the same email address for both logins. All right, so let's test the step, and it's going to give us access to that course. So hit test step. It's sending the course to Skool. There we go. Course was sent to Skool. Done. Okay. Now I've hit publish. It's publishing the Zap right now, and there we go. Our Zap is now published. Social Connector will trigger and give us that course. And for the final step, they just need to go to their email address and see I have Wealth on Autopilot and invited you to join the community. Even if you are already in the community, it will just add them into these courses. See, I have test right here, and it's going to add that. So let's just hit join now and see if it's going to add that course. It has brought us directly to the Wealth on Autopilot School. And now we can look over in Classroom, and it is no longer grayed out. I can just click test, and I have access now. And if you're ready to gamify your community more and learn about how I'm making passive income online, just jump into my Skool at skool.com/wealth on autopilot. If you like the things that I talked about in this video, my community is all about finding these cool ways to gamify your community so you could have more of your time back and more passive income. And if you want to start earning Dunk Rewards, which is my community program, which I run through Social Connector, you could also come to the community at Skool and learn all about it there. I love finding tools that make my life easier and creating these videos to help you succeed with them too. And just one more time, just please remember that you do need to have the same email address in Social Connector and Skool. So if they ever have any issues, just ask them to change one of those email addresses, either Skool or Social Connector, and everything will work great. So would you use rewards to boost your engagement in your community? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And again, I am Dunk. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out this video next on more ways to grow your community and boost engagement. Keep creating, keep earning passive income, and I will see you in the next video.